Hello there, my name's Sean, also known as the Determinator. I've got a video today about the Steam achievement Birdnado that I managed to do. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about just how I did it. The Birdnado achievement, if you did not know, is an achievement where you have to get 180 points in a game, and as you can see, I managed to do it, and in the same way that basically anyone does it. I took control of 5 human-controlled players, and you have one player who is actually trying to do the achievement, and the others are basically a support role here. And so giving everyone, or giving the key player, food and cards, and that's how you do this. It's basically the only way to do it. You can do it with you against 4 AIs, but it's much more tricky. So I'll just show you the board, how I managed to do it with this player. So obviously a very key part of an attempt to do Birdnado is to have killdeer. So this person had killdeer in their opening hand, so it was perfect start. And I think pushed it was in the tray or something. So he was the clear choice to do this attempt, and all the way through. Obviously, all the other players, I was giving them co-op birds to give food and cards away as much as possible, and any really sort of high-scoring bird like the Benny's eagle, the puffin, that came up in the tray, went to this player. And any attempt to get a really high score, you really need killdeer and a raven on your board. It took I think it was on like round 2 or something when I got the raven on this occasion, but it still worked pretty well. I wasn't so I'm not sort of person who goes out their way to try and do achievements. I just saw that this was a thing, thought I'd give it a go, and it actually only took me 3 attempts to do, which is quite nice. But as you can see, all the high scoring birds and all these bonus cards. So I was really surprised. I never look at the scores as I'm going along when I play Wingspan, and I estimated this board, it looks pretty good, but I estimated it was only going to be about 160ish, maybe 170. So to see 189, I was really quite shocked. But this, I don't know what the highest score possible is in this situation, but I definitely feel like there's even more room for improvement. For example, I think the bone end of round goals, you didn't even win the last one, so you didn't get 4 points there. 4. So that's 4 more points immediately that you could, I could have achieved, and then if I'd done it a bit better. And then there was definitely some turns at the start, I think, when that were a little bit inefficient, but not too bad. But yeah, you want to just get the birds in your grassland and just build that up from the grassland, get loads of food and cards from everyone else, and just it certainly helps that the killdeer and the raven as well. Even though you're getting loads of food, as you can see, he completely used all up his food, all that he was getting given, and almost all the cards in the end as well. So it was very efficient. Obviously, these other players, I was just concentrating on just using their co-op powers to help this guy, but actually, like towards the end, it was the second half when he was pretty much self-sufficient, I was doing a bit more with them, and as you can see, ended up with 2 points between them all, which is quite funny. Not something I intended at all, but I'll just look at them very quickly, because they are pretty cool. So yeah, this guy was using obviously the Gallignol here to give loads of cards at the start, and I was able to do a few things with them towards the end. Even managed to get someone sitting in the scientist, look at that. Affiliated work as well. That's another actually important point. Not just giving cards and food, but eggs as well. Players that powers that give eggs. So that affiliated did well for there. Let's look at these other players then. So yeah, this player this player had the griffin and the Karen crow, and there was one player I think with falconer or something. So that sort of worked with them, but they weren't contributing in any way to the attempt. But obviously leeching off it with all the free food flying around and cards. We've looked at him already. Yeah, and this guy again, I don't think he was really contributing too much. But he still did pretty well. Oh yeah, this is the behaviourist board I got. I so nearly managed to get another behaviourist, not quite. I didn't get another behaviourist, but you can see that getting all this free food help with the styling. Styling's an excellent bird to have if you're doing this achievement. Yeah, and this was the key guy really. Look, giving hummingbirds really important. Giving food away, and they had nightingale as well. Nightingale and blue throat are the co-op birder's best friend, as are hummingbirds. But so yeah, this guy will probably contribute the most with his food giving abilities there. Anyway, just thought I'd do a little video on that. So thank you very much. See you next time.